Welcome everyone. Today we are going to be discussing how to plan your social media. So we're basically going to cover three main topics, which is utilizing a content calendar to organize yourself, know what you're talking about, and know when you're talking about it. Some design tips and tricks to work smarter and not harder. And finishing off with scheduling tips and tools, two ways you can schedule, one through our preferred design method and one directly through Facebook, or now known as Meta Business Suite. So let's get started. So how I plan Big Top social media. I start with an editorial planning calendar. And let me tell you guys, this completely changed my life. Started utilizing this in the spring of this year. And if you're like me and you have like a huge to-do list, you have all of these product launches, all of these pop-ups, it can be very overwhelming. And I always feel that sense of urgency of, don't forget, I need to get this done. I need to get this done. And I might not need to get it done for several weeks or even several months. So it helped me to put it on a schedule and say, this is what I need to do, and this is when I'm going to do it. So now I can release that from my brain and know that it is going to get done. So how we start is we start by filling in all of our live events and product launches. So these are actual events, activities that you're going to do to drive sales. So that could be new arrivals release, that could be a live sale on Facebook, or comment sold, that could be a pop-up that you are participating in. And then once we know all of our big sales opportunities, we can fill in the rest with creative content to support those events, and more of what I call editorial content, things that are not necessarily directly related to sales, like National Donut Day, things like that. So let's work on the calendar. Let me show you some of these tools. Let me change my screen that I'm sharing to this one. Let me move some of the stuff out of the way. Sometimes I feel like with these trainings, I need like 7 screens, not just 2. So first, let me tell you where you can find some of these resources. Go to the Big Top website, click on blog. Right now it's the first one, but if you're watching this at a later date, it might be further down the list. But it is the Plan Social Media Like a Pro. And this is the direct link. So bigtop.show/blog/content plan. And once this recording is up on YouTube, you'll be able to watch it here. And these are links to a lot of the documents and resources that I'm going to be talking about. So the slide deck, that's the PowerPoint presentation, a 30-day example idea calendar. That is to get your creative juices flowing as to what should I be talking about. So it's just, if I had a boutique, kind of what my editorial calendar would look like. And then the calendar that we're about to jump into, the blank one is blank. The demo one is the one that I'm using today. So that way you can kind of, again, get some ideas and kind of, wait, what did she do? What did it look like when I was watching it live? That's the demo one. And then we'll be talking a lot about Canva, my favorite design tool, and my 2 favorite scheduling tools. One is in Canva and one is the Facebook Business Suite. So let me get the calendar up. I use Excel for the calendar. I'm going to hide this because it just makes everything a little bigger. I use it in Excel for a few reasons, and you'll see why once we get started using it. It's very easy to adjust, make bigger, make smaller, color code, all the good stuff. So this is a 12-month calendar that I have prepared for you, June of 22 all the way through June of 23, so a full 12 months. But here's the great thing. Let's say you want it to go further than that. All you have to do is right-click, move or copy, and then whichever month you want to copy, create a copy. Okay, and now it's created another one. And I went ahead and kept this. This is the website. Oops, I don't want to click on it. This is the website where I got this calendar. It's free. They have different options. But what I love is you can easily change it. So let's say we want a calendar for the year 2025 and we want it for the month of February. You can see it automatically changed everything for you. And you can even change which day of the week it starts on. I prefer Monday because I feel like That's generally how our campaigns run. We launch something on Monday. We run through the end of the weekend. For us, events are usually on the weekend, so it just helps. But let's say you wanted your calendar to start on Saturday. Then you can just adjust which day of the week you want it to start on. So back to Monday. I'm going to delete this because it was just an example. And let's get back into it with what we have going on right now. So you're going to start with a blank calendar. We all start at the same place, right? And we're going to enter in all of our live events. What I really mean by live events is that doesn't just mean live sales. Those are actual like product launches. So for today, I'm going to pretend like I'm a boutique owner and I'm planning this for my boutique. So I've plugged a few in here already for the sake of time, but we're going to do a live sale every other Wednesday. We have a back to school collection launching at the end of the month. And of course, I'm doing all of the big top shows. So I've put those in there. So these are my key selling opportunities. And I want to make sure that our social media content is speaking to what we're going to be doing, where we're going to be selling so that we can drive the most sales. Now, each page I've put this column A, and that is, sorry guys, I just want to make sure we're recording. Okay. This is how I organize what we're going to be talking about. So we do stories. We pretty much mirror our Instagram and our Facebook stories. But if you wanted to, you could have one that's like just for Facebook, one that's just for Instagram. Same thing with post, Facebook events. So the actual events that we're publishing on our Facebook page. Email, those are our email marketing campaigns. We're not going to go into big detail on this training of how to do email marketing, but I like to have it on the content calendar. So one, it reminds me that, hey, you have this email you want to send out, make sure you get it scheduled. And then website. And this isn't, again, like all the nitty gritty of like uploading your products and all of that. It's more about like, we want to update the homepage, want to update the landing page, want to update our new arrivals. So again, it's like a reminder that, hey, this is the day you need to have that done. And I have them different colors because you'll see when we start plugging this in, for me, I'm a very visual person. It helps to have them color coded. So you can go in here and you can just very easily highlight and then type in here live event or whatever, Facebook Live. And that's how you can start building out your live schedule. Now, I went ahead and put some of the social media content in here already, again, for sake of time, but I'm going to go through and show you what I put in there, why I was thinking I would do that, and then how we can make our life easier, work smarter, not harder, and duplicate our campaigns. So for this first week here, we have a live sale that's going to be on Thursday. So we want to make sure that week we're promoting our live sale so people know what's happening. So on Monday, I'm going to, in stories, I'm going to talk about, hey guys, we have a live on Thursday. On Tuesday, I'm going to do a sneak peek for the live. So whether it be new arrivals or different outfits that I'm going to be showcasing on the live, I would be like, hey, these are some of the outfits. These are some of the new pieces. These are some of the live exclusives, whatever the case may be, to give people a little bit behind the scenes and get them excited about our live. And set your alarms, guys. Reminder, tomorrow we're going live. And then 2 hours before the live, so live's at 7, at 5 o'clock, I want to schedule, hey, don't forget, in 2 hours, we're going to be live. And I pretty much duplicated that for post. And then our Facebook event. I want to publish an event that says, hey, we're having a live sale on Thursday. On Tuesday, I'm going to post an unboxing video. Guys, I'm telling you, people love unboxing videos. So anytime you get a box in the mail of new inventory, new products, new supplies, whatever the case may be, I want you to record a video of you opening it and pulling out all the stuff, the wrappers, the invoices, the whole 9 yards. People just love to see behind the scenes. And this editorial calendar is to get you out of the mindset of, I have to post it live. I got a box in the mail today. I have to post it live. You don't have to post it live. Record it and have it in your arsenal. So now you might have got that box a month ago, but you're going to be talking about these particular products on the live this week. You already have the video and you can go ahead and schedule it or publish it. Product photos. of a sneak peek of what's going to be on the live. And then we're going live in 2 hours. And then I'm also going to send out an email 1 hour before the live saying, hey, our live starts in 1 hour. So it's kind of a campaign for the live sale. That's what it would look like for my boutique. Now I put another email in here. I want to do a look at the month ahead so I can tell everybody where I'm going to be, when our live's going to be, and all the new collections that are going to be dropping. So I know on the first of the month, I want an email going out to everyone, telling them what's happening for the whole month. Now, the next week, we're going to the big top event, of course, the boutique pop-up in the Woodlands. So I want to make sure that my customers know that, because the best thing you can do is get your customers to come to the events, shop with you. They're going to buy more because they can feel it, touch it, all that good stuff. And you might have people who have never purchased from you online, but they've been following you on social media. They're just not sure. They're not sure the quality. They're not sure the sizing. And you want to tell them, I'll be here live so you can come and touch, feel all my products. So for this week, I'm going to also publish a Facebook event saying, hey, on Saturday, we'll be at the Woodlands. On Tuesday, we're going to do what I call like a poster. And when we get more into the design aspect, I'll show you what I mean by that. But that's not really like a product shot. That's more of a poster saying who, what, where, when, why. Like, this is where we're going to be. Post that day, I'm going to talk about pop-up exclusives. So maybe some pieces of inventory that are only available at pop-ups and not available online. And I will continue that on Tuesday with showcasing pop-up exclusives, including posting in the event. And then I'm going to talk about why I love the venue. And this is hyping up why they would want to come, right? Oh, I love the Marriott at the Waterway. It's so great. It's all indoor, the cold AC. We can escape this heat. They even have a free parking garage. You can take the Sky Bridge across, so you don't even have to worry about getting all hot and sweaty. You stay inside from the parking garage to the event. Man, when we were there last year, I got the jalapeno margarita at the bar. Make sure you stop by and pick up one of those. Just anything to get them excited about why they would want to come to this particular event. And then on Friday, the day before, I'll throw a few more products out there, post the poster, so that way they know exactly who, what, where, when, why, where they need to be. In events, I might post something about admission and parking. Hey, it's free admission. This is the address. This is the website where you can get more details. Because the more questions you can answer for them, the better it will be. You always want to make it simple, right? Kiss it, keep it simple. You want to give everybody all the information that they need. And this is not just for pop-ups, this is for your lives as well. For your new arrivals, telling people exactly where to go, how to access it, when to be there. And then I'm going to send out an email the day before saying, hey guys, don't forget, tomorrow we're going to be at the Woodlands. And then while we're actually at the event, I'll post on stories talking about the hours, the address, how to get there. And I'll also do a live video inside our Facebook event showing our setup, some of our new arrivals, some cute details, whatever the case may be. So these are a few that I kind of pre-designed. So now I'm going to go through and fill out the rest of the calendar with you. So working smarter, not harder. We have a live event and we have a pop-up, and we already have 2 campaigns for that. So what I'm going to do is just highlight what I've already done, copy it, come down here and paste it. So now I have my live campaign already done. Well, now we also have this big long pop-up campaign, but we only have a couple days. So it's okay. We can kind of adjust it and make it make sense for us. So I'm definitely going to still do the day before and the day of exactly the same. I'll change that to Beaumont. And remember, guys, this is for you. So I like to keep it short, and you can come up with like abbreviations and codes, like whatever makes sense to you. This is not going to be published to anybody. So this, you make it work for you. Now I also want to talk about the pop-up at the beginning of the week. That I don't want them to find out about it just on Monday. So, and I might put publish event live. So I remember like, what is the event being published about? And you can very easily over here on the side, right click and insert, and that's going to give you another row because sometimes you need more room. You're gonna have more things to talk about than just this one. So I published an event on Monday. I don't want to publish 2 events on Monday. So I might take this and put it up here, and I'm going to publish an event on Sunday immediately after the Marriott. And I'm going to publish the event as Beaumont. Okay, so I've published my Beaumont event, and then I've also published my event for our live sale. And then on Tuesday, what do we do up here? We did on Wednesday. So let's keep consistent. So let's copy this, bring it down here. Pop-up exclusives. That's what I'm going to publish, and that's for our Beaumont. And admission and parking, we already have that scheduled. And if it's better, if you like everything kind of being on the same level, you can also just drag items. So, okay, I know that this is going to be everything for the pop-up, and this is going to be everything for the live. Again, make it your own. And the same things with stories and posts. So I'm going to insert another one. And I just like everything to look nice. So I like to format it correctly from the beginning, make it all white, and then I can color code. So for my stories, let's see, I'm going to go live on Thursday. So Monday's a good day to announce things. So I'm also going to announce that we're going to be at a pop-up this weekend. So I just pulled it from here and copied it down here. And I want to talk about our exclusives. So I might do that here after we do our live, right? So like I did up there, I'll just drag these down. So that way kind of this whole line is for the pop-up and that whole line is for the live, whatever you want to do. But maybe after I do the live and we close that off, then I'll be like, oh, hey, and by the way, we have these new exclusives just for the pop-up, and start talking about the pop-up. And let's make one more row here also for our post, so we can talk about our pop-ups. And up here in the pop-up, we did pop-up exclusives and we did the pop-up poster. We already have the pop-up poster here, so we don't need to duplicate that. So I'll do pop-up exclusives, same kind of strategy here. So after our live, I'll schedule some pop-up exclusives to come up in our post as well. And now we have a whole week of content ready to rock and roll. The next week, we have another Big Top pop-up in Pasadena, but we don't have any lives. So you know what we can do to make our life easier? Just come up here, copy it, paste it, and now we have our whole campaign ready to go in 2 seconds. And actually, we're not going to do this because that was something special we did. So get rid of that. But we are going to publish the event, and this is going to be for Pasadena. Okay, does this still make sense? We have a poster and exclusive, all pop-ups, why I love the venue, and our day before and our day of. So it looks really nice and clean. Okay, we have something new. We have a new collection launching. It's going to be the back to school collection. So let's start that. Right after Pasadena, we're going to start talking about our new collection that is launching. So I would say definitely an unboxing video is in order. So if you have it easily to find, unboxing, no, I'll just make a new one. So I'm going to color code it, and I'll show you why this color coding is so important when we get into the design and the scheduling aspect. Unboxing of back to school. And then for posts, I'm going to post maybe some stock photos of the new items. Okay. And let's go to Monday. So in Monday stories, what do we want to do? Maybe have anticipated top sellers, right? The ones that we know they're going to fly off the shelves. We want to do some try on videos for back to school. And in post, we are going to do some sneak peeks of the products for back to school. So we're not going to necessarily post pictures of the entire collection, but in our descriptions, we can put, oh, you're going to love this dress. It'll be launching in our back to school collection on Tuesday. You're going to love these sneakers. They're perfect for back to school. Catch them in our back to school collection launching on Tuesday. So kind of getting everyone geared up and really excited about what is about to launch. And let me just take a pause here. This is something, again, that we started doing, and it really made a huge difference in our sales. Because before, and you probably do this as well with your products, if we would sign a contract on a new venue, it was like, all right, I got to get home. I got to get this loaded on the website. I've got to tell everybody right now, hey, this new event is launching, and go and register for it. And people would, but it wouldn't be that much of like a boom impact of this is what's happening and you need to register. When we started doing this scheduled launches, and we say on, August 1st, this event is launching. And then we plan a campaign around it where we do like the venue sneaks, and we show behind the scenes of the venue, and we drop, this is what the floor plan is going to look like. And this is the date and time. And these are the demographics of the area. And we start building up the excitement. It made such a huge difference when we said, okay, now on August 1st, it's August 1st today, registration is open. It would be like, boom, everyone would go and register for it. Why? Because there was all of this buildup and excitement to that event launching. So you can do the same thing with your products. And I see boutiques do it all the time. And I fall into the honey trap because they'll be showing this beautiful dress and I'll be like, oh my God, I want that dress. And I know that dress is going to sell out. So if it's launching at 8 p.m., you better believe I'm ready at 8 p.m. to get that dress. And at the same time, there's boutiques I love, but they might have a collection that's not really my style. So I'm like, oh, I don't need to worry about that one. I can move on with my life. So it gives people the opportunity to engage or not engage based on if they're going to like the collection or not. So I highly recommend scheduling this out. And it helps as a business owner too with your cash flow, right? So on this day, I'm going to have cash sales because I have a launch. And it's not just like the same old thing of look at this shirt, look at this shirt, look at this shirt. It's building that excitement. All right, so back to our calendar. So our back to school collection, it's actual launch day. So for sure, we want to tell everybody, hey, this is launching. So everything is live up on the website. I'll put live on site. And I'll probably need another one here, another row. And that's why I love doing this in Excel, because it's very easy to just add rows in, and you might have a week where it's, 20 deep because you have a lot to talk about that week. Just put this down here. I just copied and pasted that. And we're going to do all products try-ons, right? So we're going to have videos of us 4 stories where we try on all the products to show, hey, this is what it looks like. This is what it feels like. This is the material. This is why you need it and you're going to love it. Copy and paste that so I can get the color. And we're also going to do products. So we're going to start dropping photos of the individual products. And that's something we can carry on for a couple days. If it's a big launch and you have like 30 products, you don't necessarily want to have 30 posts going on in one day. So try to break it up, do it over the course of a couple days. And let's see, we don't have Facebook events, but one thing we do want to remember is on our website, we want to make sure that we updated the homepage and we have our new arrivals collection is updated. So that's just like for you in your head, hey, this is going on. And we probably also want to send out a marketing email saying new collection launch. Because some people like Instagram, some people like Facebook, some people like email. It's kind of like you've got to do all the things. And that reminds me of something I wanted to say. If you do other social media types, again, you can very easily insert a row, assign it a color, which color red, and let's say you're big on TikTok. You can make this your own. I'm just kind of showing you what we do. We're not on TikTok. So we've got our back to school campaign locked and loaded, and we're going to have another live sale. So coming back up here to the live, again, we don't want to step on our new collection. So we don't want to be like live and not talk about anything else, but we do want to mention it. So again, Monday's a great day to kind of announce. So I'm going to copy this, paste it here. We're going to do a story on Monday. We're going to say, hey, we have our live and we have this back to school collection coming, and here are some try on videos. And probably we'll do a post on Monday the same. And we're going to say the live is on Thursday and make sure that it's the correct color. The color coding does obviously take a little bit more time, but for a visual, if you're a visual person like I am, you're like, okay, I kind of see the story here. And when it's all white, it can kind of feel a little bit overwhelming because it's like, oh my God, we have a lot to do. And you don't have that visual of what exactly you have to get done. So we have a live on Thursday. We're going to let Tuesday be all about the launch. So we'll come back on Wednesday and Thursday with some more of our things. Of our campaign. So I'm going to go right here. We definitely want them to set their alarm. So set your alarm on stories and set your alarm on posts. And we can do this like live just so we know, like, especially if you're planning, you know, out in advance. And then 2 weeks later you come back, you're like, what was I wanting to set my alarm for? It helps to have these little notes. Another thing you can do in Excel is right click and you can make a note or a comment. So you could also say live sale. And then when you have this little red tab, you know, you have a note there, but I find it easier. Let's just put it directly there. And that way I can print it and I've got everything I need in one spot. All right, so we're going to set our alarms for the lives. Coming back up here to the campaign we already designed. We definitely want to do live in 2 hours on live day. We're going to do a post and a story. And we're probably going to want to send out an email about that. And we didn't publish a event yet for our live. So I think we would do that either on, oh, we did it here. Okay, good. So this is the live video. We're publishing we're publishing a Facebook event for our live sale. No, we didn't. This is a live video from the event. So let's just make that note here. So see, that's what I'm talking about. You can very easily get a little bit confused. So now we know this is a live video at the pop-up that we're going to post in our Facebook event. So let's create a Facebook event on Sunday here, right after we do our pop-up. That's telling people that we have a live video coming up. So I'm going to publish the event. I'll just copy that, paste it here. But instead of Beaumont, this is going to be for our live sale. Boom. Okay. And then maybe you don't know what you want to talk about for the rest of the month, or maybe you do, so you can go ahead and fill that in. But now you can see that we have a pretty solid plan of what we're talking about, where we're talking about it. And then you can go in and add what I call like editorial content that's not directly related to sales. And in this 30-day example, I have some already built in. So for this example, it's August and we don't have a pop-up or a live happening this week. So nothing's really going on and I need some filler. So I'm going to talk about some new arrivals that just launched, but I'm going to style them for work. And the next day I'm going to do new arrivals, but I'm going to style them casual. New arrivals product shots, and then a date night spot. This has nothing to do with sales, right? But it can. Whether you've been there or not, you can always share content that venue's made. So maybe there's like a cool new ice house that just opened in your area. You can share their content and be like, hey, this would be a great casual date night spot. And then you can even do posts of outfit ideas for that date night. Or it might be like a super fancy restaurant. So you're sharing, oh, look at this crab, new fresh seafood restaurant that just opened up. What a luxe date night. And then talk about some of the dresses or inventory that you have in stock that would be appropriate to wear for that date night. So when I say editorial content, this is the kind of stuff I mean, like fun things that are not necessarily like, here's a shirt and you should buy it, but do tie in with the brand. Also, we're going to talk about the sale tab because we have stuff on sale. We want to move it. So this Friday, it's going to be all about the sale tab, and I'm going to be showing product photos and videos about what's in the sale tab. Now, another thing that we're going to talk about when we get more into like content creation is how you can reshare content that you've already created. And it's a huge time saver because if you've already done the work once, why not reshare it? So if you know you're going to be talking about sale items, and maybe that was a new arrival 2 months ago, you can go back and reshare a post you shared 2 months ago saying, hey, remember this dress? Well, guess what, guys? Now it's on sale. And it makes your life a whole lot easier. So another date night, I just kind of repeated the same campaign later on in the week or later on in the month. So if you do have holes in your schedule, try to think about fun things or things you want to move, like shoes. Okay, we're going to do this full day about shoes. And that's how you can fill in your calendar. So hopefully by the end of it, you have a pretty substantial calendar of what you're going to talk about and when you're going to talk about it. And not just is it going to make your life easier, but it's going to drive sales because it's going to be organized about what you want people to do. These live highlighted events, these are your big sales days that you're hoping to ring that register all day long, and everything that happened before it supports those sales days. All right, let's get back onto the presentation. Let's jump into design tools. So Canva is my absolute favorite for designing social media content. It's great because it's free. You can organize and you can save your files by when you're going to publish them. It's so easy to use and I just love it. So what I'm going to be showing you today is how to use your calendar as a checklist, how to organize your files so that you know when they need to be published. And this is the exact template that we use. We use the date and then what is it? So is it a story? Is it a post? And all of that good stuff. And it really helps, especially when we get into reusing old content, to have it by date and have it separated like that instead of one file that has everything in it. Then we're going to get into scheduling tools. You can schedule directly from Canva, which is a huge time saver, but I'll also show you how we actually schedule our posts, which is directly through Facebook. And then we're going to go through resizing posts so we can multiply our content. We want to work smarter, not harder. So how we reuse old content and make it new. And then also how you can insert old designs and adjust them in Canva, again, so we can work smarter and not harder. So without further ado, let's jump straight into Canva. Easy to get to, canva.com. You can create a free account. We do have the paid account. I believe it's $15 to $20 a month, and I think it's well worth it. You get some additional stock photos and some additional tools at your disposal. So if we wanted to create a brand new design, we just come up here to create a design. And then they have hundreds of different they're pre-sized for you. So let's say we wanted to do an Instagram post. We just want a straight square. It'll pop up here. You can change the name right here. So we're going to be using the August calendar that we made. So we could just go in here and name it. The first day of the week is Monday, August 1st. So 220801. And these are IG posts. So we know exactly what is inside this file. Now I actually have one already kind of going. So these are going to be for Facebook posts. Now on the sizing, like Facebook and Instagram will take squares. Some dimensions only Facebook will take or Instagram will take. So just keep that in mind. I typically like to use sizes that Instagram and Facebook will take because again, it just makes everything faster. So what I love about Canva is all of their pre-made templates. So the first thing that we want to talk about in our calendar is we have a pop-up poster. So we're going to be doing a pop-up poster. And now in here, we're doing that just for stories, but it looks like we have a post down here as well. So let's go ahead and make that. And when I say a pop-up poster, that's like your who, what, where, when, why. It's not necessarily specific to product shots, so we don't need photos. We just want something that's eye-catching, that's going to make people stop in their scroll and say, hey, what's this? So this is a cute one. Now again, because it's Canva, you can actually change all of the colors to make it whatever you want, but I'm just, for this purpose, going to keep it as the standard. There's a fly in here, guys, and it's driving me nuts. All right, so reminder, shop the pop-up, and I'm not going to be making this grammatically correct and everything. I'm just showing you as an example. So we know that this is going to be at Waxahachie on August 6th. So we would say 6 and 22. Or you can zoom in, like I'm having trouble seeing here. 22, 9 a.m. And we put the address in here wherever it's located, and that's going to be at Waxahachie. And you might want to put something in here like free admission and parking. So you can dress it up, dress it down, whatever you like to do, but look how fast now our post is done and we have our pop-up poster for a post. So what I like to do is go in and color it gray. And in my system, and again, you can make this your own, gray means it's been created. And then when we actually schedule it, I'll go back in and I'll color it black. And then I know it's already been scheduled. So then you can look and see, okay, did I miss anything? And you're not having to constantly go back and forth and try to find out what you may have missed or didn't miss. All right, so next up is we need a pop-up exclusive. So these are going to be product shots that we will have exclusively at the pop-up. So I'm going to add a new page. You can also add a blank page from here. It's the same thing. So I'm going to add a blank page. Go back over to our templates and find a template that I am looking at. Ooh, this is cute. Fresh collection. Here we could do exclusive. Drop our collections down a little bit. Just going to copy and paste that. Make sure that it's centered. All right, exclusive pop-up collection. Now, if you click the back here, you could also change that color if you have particular brand colors that you want to use. These are just little elements. So if you click on those, you could also change the color. Color that you like. And then now that color will also be saved in our color palette. So we can just easily change these to make it our own. All right, and then let's edit these photos. So I'm going to go over here to uploads and I have a product photo right here. So you just drag and drop it in, super easy. You can always double click if you want to make it a little bit larger or adjust your positioning. And then because it looks like it's a scroll, I think it would be really cute if we grab the next product photo that we're going to use. And for you, you'd probably have them all together because you'd have a collection, but I'm just using what I already have saved here. So we'll do that one. Let me see if I can find another good one. Here we go, Lexus again. So it kind of looks like a scroll. That's really cute. All right, so we're going, and don't forget to update your boutique name here. It's good to go. So if we go back to our calendar, we want 2 days of these pop-up exclusive posts, and I'd probably do like 3 myself. I'd do 3 each day. So we want a total of 6. So all I'm going to do instead of having to do all that work again is press the little copy or duplicate page button. And now we've duplicated it. So now I want, oops, I don't want to do that. We basically want to be scrolling over, right? So I'm going to take our dress and make it our primary photo. I'll get over here. Shades of Palm shorts are going to be up next. And then we scrolled over from Lexus's bodysuit. So now we have the second one. Perfect. Moving on, we're going to do the exact same thing again. So this is how we're able to create so much content so quickly without having to like reinvent the wheel every single time. And now that you have this as a template for your design, you can just continue to do this over and over again. And you could use this exact same template every single week that you have a pop-up exclusive. And as the seasons change, you could even go in here and change out the color so that you have, you know, a summer color vibe, a fall color vibe, and the works. Let's do, maybe we have a pair of shoes in the collection. They're coming up next. So moving right along, just doing the same old thing, plug and play all of our products in. Let's see, we had the LV shirt. And let's say we have a hat dropping in this collection. Copy it again, move our hat to the center. We're going to move the shoes, where the shoes go, over here. And then let's see, we have some sunglasses. Duplicate again, move the sunglasses to the center, move the hat over, and we'll do some bracelets. All right, so let me see how many we have. We're looking for 6. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, look at that. We have 1 too many. So we could always save that for another week or delete it. So now that we have our 6 pop-up exclusives, and we can go ahead and gray those out because we've designed them. And then we're going to do a dress date night look. All right, so I'm going to do a blank. Go over to our templates, look for something to make that dress pop. That could be cute. Let's see what they have for date night. Have anything interesting? Nothing that catches my eye right off the bat, although that's super cute. Especially if we had, these are our products, like we could very easily change these out. Let me see what I have. If I could show you guys how to do that. I think I have a flat lay dress available. Quickly. All right, I really want to show you guys how to do this. So if there's just a stock photo I can find real quick. There we go. All right, so let's say we have, this is one of our product shots, and I'm just gonna hope that this really works since, since I'm recording this live. All right, so let's say we wanna recreate this with our dress. So we'd upload our media, go find that file. This is super cute. I hope someone uses this. It's always going to be up at the top. So we're going to add that in. I just clicked on it, so it dropped in there, but you could continue to do what we've been doing and drag it. Now, if you click on the photo and do edit image, background remover, and this is anytime you see that little crown, that's a paid feature. So you do have to have the paid account, but again, I think it's well worth the $14. And now we have our image in the flat lay, and that photo happened to have all the accessories, so we don't need these. But look at that. And these little, you know, extras, you could always move them around to the design you like, rotate them, make them smaller or bigger. And then you could type whatever you wanted to here, like our summer dress collection is for date night. And drag it, make it bigger, whatever we want to do. We could change the font, change the color. And instead of Valentine, it could be well date outfit. And boom, now we have another one ready to go. So now I can gray that out. And we have all of our posts for this week designed and ready to go. And it took us only a few minutes. So let me show you how you could get those scheduled straight from Canva. Super duper easy. So we're going to go up to the first one we want to publish. That'll be our pop-up post. It's going to be Friday, August 5th. So you come over here and click share. Then we want to schedule. We're going to do Friday, August 5th at your desired date and time. Let's say we want to do it early morning, 7:42 a.m. Done. We can redo our post here, whatever you want it to say. Join us for join us at the next boutique pop-up at Waxahachie Civic. They always include date, time, location. Like any questions that people might have, I like to include them in the post. Shop our complete collection online now at website, or join us in person to try it all on, meet, you know, whoever, our boutique staff, and see our pop-up exclusive collection, whatever. Save and schedule. Boom. Now I'm going to X this out so we don't actually schedule it on the big top page, but you could go there and then go on to the next one. And now we've scheduled this one. So I will color it black, so I know that's been scheduled. And then we would go in and do our pop-up exclusives and our dress date night the exact same way. So you can see how you can get a lot of content up in a very short amount of time using this method. Now, we actually do not use Canva to schedule because we typically tag you guys in all of our posts, and you're not able to do that on Canva. Sorry, I'm all over the place, guys. But if you aren't wanting to use all the bells and whistles, then I highly recommend Canva because that's going to be your fastest way to get stuff published. Now, I have had people ask me in the past, like, well, isn't it better for the algorithm if you use Facebook Business Suite versus, you know, Canva or Hootsuite or whomever to schedule your post? And I would say the most important thing to the algorithm is your consistency. If you're consistently scheduling, whether it's like we always schedule 2 posts on Monday and that's the only day that we ever schedule anything, the algorithm likes that. They know you're consistent. Every Monday you have 2 posts, or maybe your consistency is Monday through Friday, we have 1 post. Whatever it is, if you're consistent, you definitely get more points in the algorithm, opposed to like this week we posted 50 posts, next week we post 2, the next 2 weeks we don't post anything, and then we have a launch, we go and post 50 posts. All of a sudden Facebook is like, is this a scam? Like, who is this and why are they dumping a bunch of stuff and then ghosting the platform? So consistency is key. But to go here, you go to business.facebook.com. On the left column, you're going to click post and stories. And then we're going to create a post. And from here, we can create our post. Now we are going to need our file. So let's go back over here. And we're going to hit share again. But this time we're going to download. And what's really nice is they have all these different file types. So you can do PDFs, you can do PNGs, you can even do a video and they will make a video out of all of your posts. So like a little slideshow video. But we just want PNG because we're posting them on social. If we were going to do all of these, then we could select all of them and just download them all at one shot. But right now I only want 1 post. So I'm going to do this one for the example. Done and download. And that's going to be off to the races. So we go over to our Facebook business. We're going to add a photo, upload from desktop. It's ready for us. Write our description here. You could add your emojis, like your location. Like I would definitely do this if it's about a pop-up because again, we want to answer everyone's questions before they even have them. So if they see the post and they're like, oh, where is it going to be? They can just click on it. But you can do all of your good stuff here. And then you have the option to publish now, schedule, or save as a draft so you can come back to it later. So we're going to hit schedule and going back to our calendar. we want the pop-up exclusive to be published on Tuesday, August 2nd. So we're going to do Tuesday, August 2nd at whatever time. So we'll do 8:30 a.m. for this one and then schedule, and boom, you're done. Easy peasy. So now it's on our Facebook schedule and it's going to be published right away. A couple other little tricks. You can always edit your post if you need to. And one thing I want to show you, it's not going to let me there. Okay, let me cancel that. You can also reschedule it. So if you're like, oops, I actually meant to post this one on the 3rd, then now it's moved. But I'm going to go ahead and delete it because I don't want it to publish on Big Top Facebook page. So those are 2 ways that you can schedule your post. So that way you can, get the stress out of your life about making sure you're on top of social media every single day. If you can get in the mindset of getting your photos, getting your videos, your unboxings, all of that, get them in your collection, get a schedule, sit down, get your posts created and scheduled all at the same time. Trust me, you're going to get rid of so much stress in your life when it comes to social media. So let's take a look at our calendar again, and let's just pretend like we went ahead and we scheduled all of these. So I'm going to clear those out. And now my posts for this week are all scheduled. All right, now we have stories, and we have 2 days of pop-up exclusives again, and 1 pop-up poster. Well, instead of going and recreating the wheel, guess what we can do? We can pull these designs into a stories so that they're measured correctly for stories, and it'll be super simple. So one way you can do this is up here, see the crown again? This is a paid feature. You hit resize, and then you can select whichever size you want. I do not know why this one is not letting me create Instagram story as a resize, but I'll just show you at this one, crop and resize, and it's going to make a new file for you, and they're all going to be resized. You could always go in here, and if you wanted to like adjust the sizing on it, just select whatever you want to resize. We can make them a little bit bigger. But again, it's helping us to be efficient and getting stuff out the door as quick as possible. Now I'm going to show you another way you can resize it. If for whatever reason this one wasn't letting me do Instagram stories, now it will. I'll show you another way that you can do this. So I'm going to close this out, close out our original file. Get rid of Facebook as well, and just go back to Canva page. I'm going to refresh it so that way it kind of resets all of our files. And I'll just start with the new design again, but this time I'm going to do Instagram stories. And this is my absolute favorite feature of Canva because of this, all your designs over here that I'm going to show you. So first things first, let's rename our files. So this is 220801. It's the date, the first day of the week we're scheduling this, and these are our stories. Now, if you come over here to all of your designs, it's going to have all of your other projects in here. So we were just working on this one, and that's the one that I did earlier. It's this one here is the one we just designed. So now all we have to do is click on the design, and it's going to pop it in there for us. And if we need to resize it, we can just drag, click until we're happy with the size, and boom. I don't know why I didn't do our little background. Here we go. See if I can get all of this stuff to drag back up. Go back to how it started. Click on the background and make that bigger first. Now we can highlight everything and drag it to where it's the size that we want it to be. And we're done with that one. So now we're just going to add a blank page and basically do the same thing again. So that way, again, we can reuse our designs and we don't have to start over at square one. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Again, if maybe you wanted to do like a different story, a different color story for stories, you can very easily go and update your different colors. boom, and we're ready to go. Add one and click here, and we're just going to do the exact same thing that I just did. So we will drag it to make it fit our story collection. Perfect. And we would continue to do that for each one of these. Now, once we have everything ready to go, then we can go ahead and schedule our stories as well. So let's say that we did all of our design work and everything here is ready to go. We didn't actually do it, but I'm just showing you, for example, for time's sake, we can color that all gray, and then we can start to schedule. So our pop-up poster is going to be scheduled for Tuesday, August 2nd. So here from Canva, we'll just share schedule Tuesday, August 2nd. And let's say we want to post that at 11:20 a.m. Next. We don't really need a caption because it's a story, but we do want it to go on Instagram. Let me see if we can select both of them. We can only do one at a time here. That is one time saving thing. If you do it in the business suite, you can actually schedule to both. We want to do page number 1. It's too tall. This is the stories. Oh, maybe you can't schedule stories in Canva. You can only schedule posts. All right, so if you want to schedule your stories, you do have to do it through the business suite. So I'll show you the same way we did it before. We're going to download. We could do all of them, or we can select the particular pages that we want and download. Now, I will say for stories, if you use the mobile business suite app, you have a few more options as far as like if you want to add like GIFs, or if you want to add like a link or any of those things, you can do it through the phone app. On the desktop app, which is what I primarily use, but we're using here the computer, it's really just like that photo and you're done. But this is what I love. You could do just on Instagram or Instagram and Facebook. So it's a huge time saver. So we grab our story here. And just like the other one, we can either share it now or click this arrow and schedule our story. And the pop-up poster is being scheduled on Tuesday, August 2nd. So we just go select Tuesday, August 2nd. We want to post it at 9:21 a.m. And the same thing here at 9:21 a.m. And we just hit save and schedule story. And now our stories are scheduled. So if you can get ahead, like 2 weeks ahead in your stories and your posts, right? All of your social media, then all of a sudden you will feel so much more free that you can get other things done because you don't have to worry about these, right? So those are a few easy ways that you can reuse designs. And this is something that we use all the time. For example, we had a venue, it was like back in March that we used a venue sneak peek, and it was just, we had gone to the venue for the first time to see it. We didn't really have an event. So we used that in stories. And then a couple months later, we actually booked an event there. And all I had to do was go back and reshare those stories. So that way I didn't have to recreate anything. All I really had to do was schedule it and update the text to say, now, open for registration, or this event is going to be launching soon. So it's a great, huge time saver to reuse and resize different pieces of content. So we've gone over our scheduling tools and how we've reused designs. So I want to show you guys another few ways that you can reuse designs. One is, you can see our videos going over here, is taking some of your posts that you've already created and resharing them. Let me see if I can get that to replay for you. So this post, it did 13,000 in free organic hits. That's huge for us. If we get 1,000 to 1,500 organic hits, that's pretty good. So that's a post that I'm going to want to remember and share often. So all you do is go to the post, hit the share button, select write a post, and then you can write an updated description or not, and just repost it. And it'll go back into the feed. So it gets redistributed back out and also reposted onto your feed. And this is great because all of that organic algorithm points that we've already received, the 13,000 people who've seen it, all the shares and all the comments, it carries with that new reshare. So is Facebook going to want to push a brand new post that has no track record, or an old post that a bunch of people really liked and you're resharing? Well, they want stuff that people really like. So it's going to go a lot further. So resharing old posts is great. And an example is when you have, when you're promoting your sale tab, you can go back and find some of your posts that did really well where you promoted that product when it launched and then reshare it. So you don't really have to create anything, but you're getting all of that old organic algorithm points. Another way to share is on Instagram. And this is actually something I just recently learned that you could do. And that is go to profile, click on the menu, and then you can reshare stories. So you can select one of your stories and then click reshare archive story as a story, which is what this is showing you now. And I do this all the time on Instagram. Again, like a venue sneak peek or somewhere where we've been or a poster, we're getting all those old points of how many people saw and interacted with that story and resharing it. Or what I'm showing you right here is you can actually click and share as a post. So you can turn a story into a post, and now you don't have to go back and do a design and schedule and all of that. You can share something that already exists, write your caption and post. So highly recommended that you, put some of those into practice. And guys, that is our presentation for today. So I really hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that it was helpful for you. I hope that it helps to kiss it, keep it really simple, keep it short, keep your life a little bit more organized. I know when we started using the editorial planning calendar, it just really helped to get the stress off, because I'm the type of person like, we need to do this. And then I stress about that every day of all the things that we need to do. But when I was able to put a pen to paper and plan it out, I would say we need to do that, but now it's on the schedule. So I know it's going to get done, and it really helped. So I hope you use these tools, hit up the blog, use these resources, watch the replay as often as you need to. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out. You can email us, call us, or send us a social media message. I'll see you on the next Zoom. Goodbye.